Gets started, and on the mound today, Luis Castillo. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here, and as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, and I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Time now to check out the lineup for the Boston Red Sox. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
Here's a 2-1. And that drops in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Now he breaks his bat. Williamson snags it on the run.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 19.
Roman Anthony up next for the Red Sox. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Rosarena moving under it. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back at T-Mobile Park, and pitching here today, Garrett Crochet.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
Bottom of the first, and the batter will be the shortstop, Dylan Moore. Pitch misses there, and it's a full count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and now 1 away.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. And it is 2-1. The wind of the pitch. Right through there for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. That to right. Anthony hauls it in for the out. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Swings and misses. And the count is 2-2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right? Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His second homer this series, and the Mariners have the lead. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Two outs, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jorge Polanco. Two outs, base is empty. Next offering upstairs.
Just not taking the bait right there, but a good pitch with 2 strikes.
High fly ball out into left center field. Rafaela under this one. Corrals it. And that's the inning. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Back in Seattle, now it's going to be Romy Gonzalez.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Marcelo Meyer digs in now. One down, base is empty. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that misses. Ball 2.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Now all even up. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. 2 outs. That's outside. 3-1. Two down, nobody on. And it's filled up.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second. And stepping in for the Mariners, Randy Arozarena.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Mitch Garver up to hit here. And that's fouled off. Line drive caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Donovan Solano. Next offering in there for a strike. Going to count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And 1-2-3 go to Mariners. But they hold a 1-0 lead. And we're back.
Leading
All
off
set
the
for the
boxes,
start of the inning.
second
Now it's the second baseman, David Hamilton.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. Making 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Oh, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Connor Wong getting ready to hit. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And 1-2.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Grounds one to short. Moore tosses across to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for Boston, and it remains 1-0. Set for the bottom of the third, and now for Seattle, Ben Williamson.
Ben Williamson.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one fouled hard the other way. Into center. Hamilton makes his way towards it, brings it in, and there's 1 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all
right
know
fielder,
those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
And up next for Seattle, Miles Mastrobuoni. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure
Now
that's going to
got it.
sit on him for a little
Shortstop,
while.
Gillen.
You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Ball to strike. And it's strike 2.
Wow, good luck
1
catching
ball,
up to that
2
one.
strikes.
See ya. Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. Mariners go down quietly there. They lead it 1-0. Back at T-Mobile
Leading
Park,
off for
new
Boston,
inning getting
the left
started.
fielder,
Now the
number
left
3,
fielder,
Cedar
Cedar Rafaela.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And, you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a ball popped up. Polanco gets there. He's under it. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
The right fielder, number 19, Roman.
And now the right
Anthony.
fielder, Roman Anthony. Here's a 1-1. That one
2
missed.
balls, 1 strike.
That one down the line, but it kicks foul. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. It's the Mariners 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Jorge Alcala taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close
Now
here,
pitching for
and
the
this
Red
is where a
Sox.
bullpen can give their players a
Number
chance to fight
66.
back into the game.
Jorge Alcala.
Back in Seattle,
Leading
John
up
Chambi
for
and
the
Chris
Mariners,
Singleton with
the
you.
center
And
fielder,
leading off the bottom of the
Julio
4th, Julio Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
Next one misses, and a count 2-1. The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Brennan Bernardino up and throwing. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
Man, he
2 balls,
really sells
2
the
strikes.
changeup with that arm action.
That misses the zone, and now 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
The kick, the 3-2. That's to third. Meyer zips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Cal Raleigh.
Now at the plate, Cal Raleigh. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And that's
2
in the
balls,
dirt.
1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back there. It has the distance. Gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. And now 2-1 after that missed inside. Fought off foul. Two now. Gets a piece and stays alive.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with two strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the two-strike approach.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Campbell moving under this one. Makes the catch, inning over. Solo blast adds to the Seattle lead. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, Romy Gonzalez.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground, Polanco sends it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Stepping in, Marcelo Meyer. The Red Sox still looking for their first hit in this one. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. And the first 2 set down in the top of the fifth.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So it's their last chance in this one. Trevor Story up next for the Red Sox. This one in the air. Solano. Ball game.
Well, it was a tough day at the plate for the hitters. Only able to scratch out a couple of hits, but some really good pitching, some good defense. You don't expect to win the game when you only put up 2 hits, but somehow they found a way to get it done.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.